From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Hannah Mordo, and this is your News 8 Daily for Friday, May 8th. It is a busy Friday, a really busy weekend ahead. We have the Grand Prix, PopCon, Fever playing on Saturday. The Indians, they have Star Wars night Saturday, and it is Mother's Day on Sunday. Now, for your Friday, we're a little bit chilly still. The mid to upper 60s is going to be where the temps lie. The thing is, though, there is a chance for at least some rain all day long. Not a downpour of it, but just the possibility of a little bit of it. And the odds of rain is going to increase as the afternoon goes on. So if you're at the track, yeah, you might need to bring a poncho.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy to see if you could save when you bundle your home and auto policies. Try it at Progressive.com.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Happening today, practice and qualifying for the Sonsio Grand Prix starts this morning. The gates at IMS open at 7:30, then practice starts at 9. Qualifying begins at 5:30 this evening. Drivers say they want to start the month of May on the right track.
We want to start off well. We want to make sure that we, put our best foot forward to start this pretty big month ahead, as it always is. So we know there'll be challenges. We just gotta make sure that we're on our A game.
The green flag for the race waves tomorrow at 5 p.m. General admission tickets start at $25. Children 15 and under get in for free with a paying adult. News 8's Colin Bailey will be live from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway starting in our 6 a.m. hour this morning on Wish TV. We are hoping to hear directly from IMS and IndyCar President Doug Bowles later this morning around 7:15. Two Pacer stars will have major roles in this year's 500 Festival Parade. Organizers say guard Andrew Nemhard and all-star forward Pascal Siakam will serve as grand marshals for this year's parade. This is the 70th anniversary of the parade, and the theme is Racing Through History and celebrates the decades of traditions leading up to the 500. Nemhard and Siakam will greet fans along the parade route the day before the race on May 23rd. Tickets are now on sale. It is the start of construction season, and the city of Indianapolis is touting projects you will likely see across Indy. Mayor Joe Hogsett and the Department of Public Works laid out the plans yesterday. News 8's Kat Sandoval was there.
There are a lot of construction projects this year, including the 16th Street Bridge renovations and the Fountain Square Area Drainage Improvement Project. But on the city's west side, an update to the Girls' School Road is one community members say they've been waiting for.
So it's a project that not only just considers, drivers, but considers, everyone.
This year's construction budget is $279 million, and part of that will pay for improvements to Girls' School Road from 21st Street all the way to Perimeter Road, about a 4-mile stretch leading to the Indianapolis airport.
Not only just fixing the pavement, but introducing a new multi-use path that can be used by the students, by residents, people wanting to, go maybe after school up to their favorite shops, wanting to go visit their neighbors in a nice, safe way.
Some say Girls' School Road isn't pedestrian friendly. I watched as one person walked through grass along a busy street. And there are also multiple schools in the area, including Ben Davis High School.
I live directly on Girls' School Road. I grew up right here in the community, and this means that our students won't be walking in the street as they go to school. It means that our seniors who are living in our senior living communities won't be using their motorized scooter wheelchairs down our roads. It will be hugely impactful.
Don Orange's son goes to Ben Davis, and he has been complaining about the road for 2 years. Orange says he spent $800 on repairs.
Actually, I popped a tire from a pothole, and I had to get 2 new tires and fix my rim. It's long overdue, that's for sure. I've had a lot of damage in my vehicle because of it.
DPW says this specific project is expected to be complete by 2028. Officials are still in the process of identifying contractors. I'm Kat Sandoval for Wish TV, wishtv.com.
Indiana University, along with schools and colleges across the country, are feeling the impact of a possible hack. Students trying to access grades, study materials, quizzes on the site Canvas were all met with a message from the hacking group. Company says it is in maintenance mode and is investigating the issue. The cyber attack comes as many students are studying for finals. In total, Canvas says it has more than 30 million active users globally. The Clinton County Sheriff, Richard Kelly, has resigned as part of a plea deal. Kelly pleaded guilty to conflict of interest and official misconduct. His wife, Ashley, pleaded guilty to conflict of interest. Both are accused of failing to file the proper paperwork to make Ashley the jail matron. Attorney Mario Masalamani represents Ashley in the case. He argues that the case never should have gotten to this point.
I would argue that this is a procedural matter that turned criminal because they advised that both the Clinton County Council and the Commissioner's Office that she was going to be the next jail matron. They were following the same set of rules that the previous two sheriffs in Clinton County had done by appointing their wives as jail matron.
Since the case, the Clinton County Council has tightened rules about hiring family members. The county Republican chair will now set a caucus to pick a replacement to finish out Richard's term. The Kellys still face fraud, theft, and misconduct charges in a separate case. Ashley recently lost the Republican primary for Clinton County Sheriff. Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita is suing several platforms, online platforms, including Roblox and Discord, for their impact on children here in Indiana. iTeam's Tim Spears reports.
Parents watching, listening, if your child is on Roblox, have a conversation with them tonight.
Attorney Sarah Beller is representing a Johnson County family suing Roblox for sexual exploitation, claiming a man began grooming their young daughter while she was on the gaming platform. She says Roblox is a common first point of contact between predators and victims.
They'll coerce them into whether it be, sexual acts, sending explicit images, or in some cases, meeting in person and physically sexually assaulting the child.
Now, similar claims are outlined in this 70-page lawsuit filed by Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita. He claims his office has identified at least 3 Indiana girls who have been groomed or enticed away from their homes while using Roblox. That includes Fisher's teenager Haley Busby, found dead in Ohio after leaving her home with a man she met online. The lawsuit claims Roblox and Discord make it too easy for children to set up accounts without permission and misrepresent the strength of protections, saying both platforms have known problems with preventing the facilitation and distribution of child sex abuse material. The AG's office is seeking changes to the platforms as well as civil damages for every known violation. Roblox tells iTeam it now requires facial age estimation for users to access chat features and will soon launch age-based accounts with content restrictions. Adding, "We share Attorney General Rokita's commitment to helping keep children safe online. Roblox has built a multi-layered safety system that includes pioneering industry-leading safeguards to help protect our users." Discord says it requires all users be 13 years old and proactively scans and removes known and novel instances of child sexual abuse material. Quote, "The lawsuit's characterization of Discord does not reflect the platform we have built or the investments we have made in user safety." Beller says, at least on Roblox, many safety features tend to be easy to bypass or require users to opt in.
Their public statements may talk about safety, but their platform certainly tells a different story.
Beller says the protections put in place are still falling short.
They just aren't enough. It doesn't stop the harmful content.
Any Hoosiers who have incidents on Roblox, Discord, or similar platforms are encouraged to reach out to the Office of the Attorney General. Reporting in Indianapolis, Tim Spears, iTeam.
Now to the war in Iran. The already shaky ceasefire is under more strain after the U.S. said it thwarted attacks on 3 of its Navy ships in the Strait of Hormuz. Iranian state media published videos claiming to show the missile and drone launches against the U.S. ships. The United Arab Emirates says that it responded to those attacks. President Trump warned Iran against further escalation in a post on Truth Social. Health officials say they are confident that the Hantavirus outbreak on a cruise ship that has killed 3 people will not turn into an epidemic. That's because the virus does not spread easily between people. Still, health officials are trying to track down anyone who may have been exposed. Reed Binion reports.
It's very much, we hope, under control. It was the ship, and I think we're going to make a full report about it tomorrow.
President Donald Trump on Thursday said he has been briefed on the Hantavirus cruise ship outbreak.
We have a lot of people, a lot of great people are studying it. It should be fine.
Health officials are monitoring numerous individuals across multiple countries, including the U.S., where officials are monitoring several people across at least 5 states.
I think the key for us is making sure we're in touch early and often, right? As we're monitoring really closely, that way we're able to really wrap the public health apparatus around them and do the work that we know how to do.
146 people from 23 countries are still on board the cruise ship, according to operator Oceanwide Expeditions. They are scheduled to arrive in Spain's Canary Islands this weekend before being flown back to their home countries. Hantavirus is typically rodent-borne, but this outbreak has been linked to a rare strain that in some cases could spread by human-to-human transmission. And while the memory of the COVID-19 pandemic is still painfully fresh to the entire world, the World Health Organization says there is no evidence of a widespread transmission risk.
This is not the start of a COVID pandemic. This is not the same situation we were in 6 years ago. It doesn't spread the same way.
I'm Reed Binion for Wish TV and WishTV.com.
A federal court has ruled against the global tariffs imposed by President Trump. The Court of International Trade ruled the 10% tariffs were illegal after a small business sued. If the administration appeals, the hearing could reach the Supreme Court. The court's decision blocks the collection of tariffs from the state of Washington and 2 businesses. So far, it is not clear if the ruling affects businesses across the U.S. President Trump talked about his disappointment in the court's decision.
Nothing surprises me with the courts. Nothing surprises me. So we always do it a different way. We get one ruling and we do it a different way.
The Trump administration is expected to appeal the ruling. Okay, sports now. Indiana Fever tip off their first regular season game of the year against the Dallas Wings tomorrow. It starts at 1 p.m. on Saturday on our sister station, WRTV6. Andrew Chernoff has more on one key player who some consider to be the heart and soul of the team.
Kelsey Mitchell just seems to get better year after year, which is impressive because she's been really good throughout her career.
I just think it's about making sure that you understand why you're here. I don't ever want to change who I am either, so my purpose and my passion for who won't change, and I think that's how I stay in it.
Mitchell is vital to Indiana's success. The 3-time All-Star is coming off a season in which she averaged a career-best 20 points per game. She actually finished 5th in the WNBA MVP voting.
Last year was a really growing period for me because it made you vulnerable. I had to do a little bit more than I normally would in those conditions, and I think that it kind of made me who I am.
The Fever motto once again this season is Now You Know. Well, Fever fans have known about Kelsey Mitchell because this will be her 9th year within the organization. This offseason, she signed a 1-year Supermax contract worth $1.4 million, becoming the first Fever player ever to earn $1 million in a single season.
I went from, sleeping with somebody in a hotel room to having so those small adjustments and those small changes have impacted me greatly, but in so many positive ways. I'm still grateful that I'm even a part of it, really, man, because, you get 9 years in the league. People don't expect that. And I don't ever want to take that for granted.
As often as fans talk about her stats, her teammates know just how important Mitchell is as a leader on and off the court.
To be able to play with her, it's always just a blessing. I think Kelsey's one of the hardest guards in the league to have to guard, and she's on my squad, so I'm super excited about that.
One of the few things Mitchell has yet to achieve is winning a title, something she is focused on in 2026.
People have expectations for us to do well, and now we just got to do the work. I don't ever want you guys to see me not giving my best, and so hopefully when you see Kelsey Mitchell, I'm giving everything I got, no matter what.
She's done that throughout her tenure with the Fever. Andrew Chernoff, Wish TV and WishTV.com.
The regular season starts tomorrow, 1 o'clock on WRTV. Tune in an hour before at noon to catch All Access Indy season opener, where our sports team will break down all the stories and headlines for this year's Fever season. Also, watch this morning. In our 9 o'clock hour, the team's general manager will be live on Daybreak on Wish TV. And this has been your News 8 Daily from Wish TV. I'm Hannah Mordell. Watch us on Wish TV and WishTV.com.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at WishTV.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening. And be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.